Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Talk Sex. Today we're going to be talking about oral sex, or cunnilingus, as it's referred to when women are receiving oral sex. A few things I would just like to mention is that I completely disagree with men that think that oral sex should only be given to them. I think that is very sexist and completely uncalled for. If a guy receives to get oral sex, he has to be willing to give it as well. And oral sex is one of the many taboos because certain countries actually have laws that prohibit people from practicing oral sex, and it is also seen as something that can be humiliating, degrading, and unclean. On the flip side of that, there are people who think that oral sex can be a form of protecting one's virginity. Oral sex can also be a form of contraception, preventing pregnancies. There are people that say that oral sex is an intimate behavior because it requires the utmost form of trust and vulnerability. When a woman is receiving oral sex, it is called cunnilingus, the art of eating out, so to speak in slang terms. And basically, the best thing to remember is the clitoris. See the clitoris? Let's pretend this is a vagina. Okay, bear with me. So the clitoris is going to be at the very tip top. That's kind of like a little button right before the lips. So you're going to want to know where her clitoris is. And if you guys don't know where it is, trust me, it has thousands of nerve endings. The second you touch it, she will let you know, guys. So you want to start with the clitoris, licking around, using your lips. You can kind of suck a little. Remember, it has thousands of nerve endings. So you want to start off slow and kind of build up to it. Some girls like a little bit more rough than others, and some girls are extremely sensitive, so you're going to want to be really guys. You want to start licking around her lips. You can suck on her lips, both the external lips and the internal lips. You can play with those as well. Don't forget you have hands. You can touch around as well, all because it is oral sex. You're not strictly just having to use your mouth. You can use your hands as well. And last but not least, guys, you're going to want to put your tongue inside the vagina. You can try to do different shapes with it as well. You can use your tongue flat the way it is. You can curl it, you can roll it, you can flip it. You can do all different types of things that you can imagine. So if you'd like to practice, you can kind of do it in your mouth before you do it onto her. So what I mean is kind of like, you know, when you're at work, when you're at home, you can kind of try to practice doing different shapes with your tongue and different motions, so that way when you do perform oral sex on her, you kind of have an idea of what you're going to do before you do it. There is no set rules like this works and that doesn't work. It's all about what she likes and open communication, asking her, is it too soft, is it too hard, would she like it faster or slower, all helps in making sure that she gets the utmost pleasure. Alright ladies, now it is time for you to get a little lesson on how to give oral sex to your guy. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've either tried it or have thought about it. So all guys are going to say that they want their girl to deep throat. First of all, I think it's absolutely ridiculous because the guy's most sensitive area is actually on the head of their penis. So deep throating doesn't get the whole sensation that they would get if the girl would spend more time on their head doing different strokes, using their hand and her mouth, different things like techniques like that. But if the guy would like you to deep throat, if you are willing to try it, my suggestion is don't get nervous. Basically, the nerves and the mind is a powerful thing. So if you're telling yourself, I'm going to throw up, it's going to make me gag, it's gross, it's not going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, if you think you're going to gag, you're not going to gag. It's all in the nerves, and if you take a deep breath and then do it, you're absolutely fine. If for any reason while you're giving him head you start to feel like you're gonna gag, just back up a little. There's no need to take it all in at once and be completely uncomfortable. I recently read an article that pretty much said that most men actually like oral sex when the woman uses both her hand and her mouth at the same time. What am I referring to? Basically, using your hand at the bottom of his shaft and using your mouth at the tip of his head. Because remember, the head has a lot of nerve ending compared to the rest of his penis. So if you do both at the same time, you're getting all the nerve endings in one. Always remember that communication is key. Nothing is quite wrong or right as long as the other person is enjoying it and you are comfortable with it. Remember to be creative. A little whipped cream, chocolate, or even caramel syrup never hurt anybody. Till next time, take care.